Colossus to find their way in. Zealous here coming forward. Byun, he's got a decent first blitz to start, and the Zealous actually, they're all forward. Colossus not really adding all that much damage for the most part. Good EMPs, but the missile turrets, they start falling, and when the missile turrets start falling, that's when things really start to become a problem, because the Colossus, they can run forward. Byun, even with his one upgrade lead, cannot really fight this army just yet. Force fields are not going to be all that great now. Byun lifting the command center. SCVs are going to get pulled here. EMPs blanket the army. Byun, can he hold here? Now all the Zealots are dead. Now it's just Stalkers and Colossus. Marauders, they're running on forward. Colossus, they're starting to fall. Byun, he gets on top of everything. And now, is this going to be enough here? The Colossus is now dead. Stalkers and Zealots are all that remain. 13 SCVs have fallen. Byun, how the hell does he hold this one? On top of things, yeah, there are Stalkers buffer EMPs. They're going to knock them all down. And Byun, in the completion of one of the most incredible fights I've ever seen, he's going to knock the rest of the Colossus down. Everything is dead. Byun's got a date with Hero in the finals off of what an insane fight he just had. He is maxed out now, and here comes Neuro with a bunch of everything. Where are the Warp Prisms of Nina? There they are, looking to drop on top of everything. This seems like it is not really cost effective. Not really. 9 workers have died. Or the 5th base looks like we'll get on up for the moment. DT's warped in defensively. DT's in the natural. They're going to try to find a little bit more Zealous run forward. Winnemines are going to be able to clean this one up for the most part. Bunker. It's only one Marauder in the bunker. And actually, the missile turret will go down. 3rd base is going to get lifted. Ghost Academy starting to fall. Byun got a drop on the other side, but DT's defensively will deal with that one. DT's in the natural. Well, Byun has to scan for this one. He's going to find it now, but DT Blink is going to be able to get them on out of there. MaxPax, does he have what it takes? He's starting to find, he kills the 3rd base. It's starting to get a little bit spicy here for Byun at this point. Yeah, his army supply is better. Yeah, his workers are better. But MaxPax just killed the 3rd, and MaxPax can find some way out of this one. Killed 10 SCVs down. DTs continue to find more and more value as their blinks find their way off cooldown once again. A scan is actually, I think both DTs just died. Yeah, I think both DTs, they just died. MaxPax was not able to blink out in time. Even before it goes out, he does not want to trigger the damage onto his Zealots. Now running up forward. Disruptor falls, but Zealots from every angle. Is there just enough damage in this army for MaxPax right now? Looks like that answer is no, as Byun genuinely microing around. But actually, as we say that, a lot of this army is rather low. But the reinforcements, the next round of Byun's army, that's what's really scary. Recall into the main base here. Zealots are going to have to deal with this drop, but into the 3rd base, Byun goes with a 2nd army as big as the 1st. And this is going to be the straw. Actually, this is just going to be the boulder that breaks MaxPax's back. It's a rolling stone. It gathers no boss. And there we go. Byun ties the series up 1-1. We go to game 3. All right, so yeah, Rainer versus Cure just started. Late Cybercore for wow, I get totally discombobulated. Gate Cyber expand for MaxPax, but that expand will be at the gold base. So he's going to have a lot of power here. Byun just going for this. Oh, Byun, you dog. How'd you know that one was there? MaxPax did the same thing last game. Did this aggression last game, and there's no base to proxy. But there we go. Reaper gets 1 kill. There's no mining at this base. We're going to see a recall of probes into it. Yeah, there we go. The probes, but there's a stalker there too. So they should be able to zone the Reaper out right now. And good surround, but a 2nd probe falls. Not like he has a comeback unit. There are no disruptors. There is no storm. Nothing like that. He does not have a warp prism on the other side that is going to start to find economic damage where maybe he can eke something out like last game. There's no Dark Shrine that allows you to, win behind Dark Shrine it. So we're going to have to see whether he takes this fight right here as Byun wedging himself in between the main and the National Fiend. He's going to lift up a couple of these Winnemines, but there are more where that came from. Winnemines go off. Archon, they pop like just so many balloons, and now MaxPax is min-packed. Byun, date with special in the quarterfinals. Alrighty, Rudy. Double barracks proxy coming out of special in this first game. Looking to go and say, yeah, you know what? He just played a rather intense 3-game series against Protoss, my friend Byun. Well, we're going to show a different breed of aggression in this game, and this is just very much par for the course for special as well. When the Hellions count starts to increase just a little bit more, can start to snowball rather significantly, but as long as you're able to keep him low, Special is going to be decently happy with things as he rotates to where he knows the army is not on the high ground once again. And well, now he just says, okay, well, there are 5. I don't know that I have enough anymore. He's going to target down the supply depot, but now he says, oh, yeah, we're going to take this fight. Oh, you got to be careful here. The Hellion gets bounced on forward. Fantastic micro there from Special. Loses to Reapers, but he kills the Hellion. Here's the 3rd one here. How good is his micro? How good are his dodges? Another Reaper falls. Hellion, though, going to be knocked down as well. Byun just taps the hell on out. Double barracks proxy once again. But it's not a double barracks proxy. It's just a single barracks proxy. It's just that. Yeah, well, he thinks he can get on top of the Cyclone. It doesn't look like that answer is absolutely incorrect, but he gets one Hellion, or gets Run Reaper, gets two. Onto the high ground now, Byun delaying the command center for a dog's age. Three Cyclones to 0. This army that Byun has is just not enough to deal with the 4 Cyclones that are here. And Macfield is done in 2 seconds. 1 Cyclone will, oh, this is fantastic. 3 Cyclones fall. That was a mistake there. That was not good at all. That was not what Special wanted. He's going to lose all 4 Cyclones. And the drop of the main base as well. A couple of SCVs have fallen. Special, he gets he doesn't get handicapped. He gets checkmated. But Special now, Liberators are on the way. It's a Liberator that he can dearly afford at this point. You know what, Special, he's a bit of a savant. He figured out what was happening before it happened. We're a bit of a fortune teller, as he's kind of figured this one out. 18 STVs have died. Byun going for a drop, but the Vikings are there. Missile turrets as well, but the Vikings, they're just not where they need to be. Even if they were on the north side, STVs have to get pulled to try to deal with this one. Someone in chat said Byun was dead, but I think Special's dead now. 41 STVs die. Yeah, and the Vikings, they land, but they're just dying too. There's really nothing to defend this whatsoever. Third base totally broken. Special totally broken. He's got a date with either Cure or Rainer in the finals. So now here we go. We got the drop coming in from Cure into the main base of the Hellion in the natural. Cyclone double drop, but it's a good lock. Oh, this is actually so nice. Lock on there on the Medevac instead of the Cyclones. The Medevac is the key unit of this pressure from Cure. You knock that one down, suddenly you can't find your way on the high ground. Suddenly there's less maneuverability. You cannot dodge lock-ons like your opponent can. So again, Byun just going to lock on top of the Medevac, forcing it back once again. Yeah, the supply depot is going to burn. In fact, the supply depot is going to die, but Byun's still not supply blocked here. Outside of Cure's third base, looking for something dropping the main base as well. Looking to split up Cure here. We're going to see the Raven start to fall. Tank's going to get disabled. It's going to be blown up. Dropping the main base as well. Oh, he can get stim. He can maybe get stim here if he's paying attention, but he was still getting 6 SCVs is a nice start. Dropping the main base as well from Cure, but missile turret's in a good spot. So these are just going to be unsupported Marines versus the supported Marines that Byun has. This Medevac is still alive. This drop is not finding. Well, actually, it gets 5. It gets 5 SCVs, so that's nice. Dropping the natural though. Continuing the damage from earlier now into the main base as well. Vikings land on top of these tanks, on top of these Cyclones. They're going to go down. Third base now under significant threat. 18, 19, 20 SCVs will pay the iron price. I'm going to kill a lot of your stuff, and then you're not going to get supply block. Look how generous I am as now Byun stimming on forward, getting on top of all these tanks as they drop out of the Medevac. Good concave as well, but enough bio here right now to make it a little bit harder for Byun to take this fight. And here, again, he's doing a great job of keeping the army supply equal, even if everything else is very unequal, but Byun just needs to bring the rest of his army on over. He does have a defender's advantage. He will be able to, and he's got a planetary on the way, so eventually the Marines will not be able to get quite as close, but Byun's stimming forward now, trying to get on top of these tanks. Good concave, and the Marines are a lesser number than they once were. So the tank will fall, Marines will fall as well, and Byun forces this one back. You're really, yeah, there we go. That was the last ditch effort. He tried, he strove. Not hard enough. Byun 1-0. The main base, they're going to try to equalize the damage that Cure has taken and more so. A couple SCVs fall to start. Byun taking this fight in the middle of the map. Armor, there we go. The turrets will drop immediately. What? I cannot remember what they were called for a second, but you know, it's fine. Had a old Bayo moment, I guess, so we will see. Eventually, the SCVs are getting pulled back here. I don't think you want to do that just yet. You need the tanks, you need some bio. But Byun doesn't really have what he needs just yet, so SCVs continue to get pulled, kind of dancing with things. A Viking is starting to fall here. We're going to see the Medevac die eventually, but as the SCVs continue to dance with this army of Cure, it's really not working out for the man. Cure has been able to rebuild his economy just a little bit. Byun has +3 armor. His Marines are not quite as weak as they once were. +3 attacks is going to finish up rather soon. Before, of course, Byun's +3 is Byun now taking this timing once again, stimming in. Another tank falls. Marines continue to fall here. Byun up the ramp, looking for something more. But it is a ramp. It is a small as hell choke, and there are 2 tanks here ready to rain hellfire. That 3-3 just about done for both players. Again, Byun not having that advantage that he may have looked for quite. He's going to run out of it right now, but 5 tanks dropping north side. This is where Byun cracked the game wide open. Is this going to be where Byun ends the game, or is this going to be where Cure fights his way back into an equal state as the bio stims forward? Orbital is going to be forced to lift once again, but the concave from Byun, nice for now. Orbital, it's burning though. It's going to be repaired all the way to full, but the rest of the army, Cure is dead. Once again, Byun brings it back. Game 2 goes the way of Byun. Maybe that's going to allow for something to happen. It's a Cyclone. Byun is just, he does not want Cure to have any shot of having an economy in this game. And Cure's economy has been shattered thrice now. And I mean, at that point, you lose your economy 3 times over, there is no coming back. Maybe once you can make it happen because it's like, okay, well, you know, I have the vestiges of a bank maybe, or I can build something back. But no, not 3 times in a row. does not even close the, oh, it doesn't even close the wall. They say Protoss needs a door, but Cure does too. And now this is the last fight. Auto turrets getting spammed everywhere. Vikings running on forward. In fact, all the Vikings on the ground. All the Vikings in the air for Cure. Well, they're on the ground now. The Vikings are running on forward. Tanks are doing what they can. But Byun, he will not be broken here. Folks, your champion, EPT North America 132. His name begins with B and ends with Yun. He is Byun, and there's nothing that Cure can do anymore. The tanks, the last vestiges of things. Byun briefly pulls the SCVs, but he does not even have to do that one. Byun, 3-1. Kind of dominates Cure in this series.